Hello, I'm Scott with Shoms Photography, and today we're going to talk about the Epic Prop Chip Hazard STL file model. So this whole model is printed out of 6040 Siraya Tech Fast and Tenacious. This is solid. It is not hollow. This is heavy, so this whole model together with all the parts weighs almost 5 pounds. When you get this model, it comes with the standard joint set that looks like this for the ball joints. And this is the reason why I'm making the video. You would have to glue these together, slide these into place, and then get them onto the thing, and then glue them on or together, and then slide it into this position, glue it in there. Well, these kept breaking. No matter what I used, again, it's a 40-60 mix. I just got sick and tired of these breaking on me. So then I decided I would go with Tenacious, straight Tenacious, and it being one piece. So it looks like a little champagne cup, but this is bendable, flexible. You're not going to break it. They fit on perfectly fine and hold their position. So like if I take the head, put the head on here, since the head doesn't weigh a lot, it'll hold position whichever way you want it to hold. But on the arms and the legs and the arms are way too heavy. Now I did modify this file because it does come with a round ball, completely round. But if you look at any other manufacturer that makes a ball joint, the top is always flattened. And there's a reason for that. So when you actually push this on, it actually forces or goes all the way to the top, releases out the air, and locks into place. So that's on there. The fully round version, if the ball is just a little bit off or anything, then it's going to not suction all the way down. And that's the reason why you want it to have a little flat spot. It doesn't affect any of the pivoting or the positioning or loosen it up any. It's just having that, you just want to have that little flat spot. Like I said before, the arms are too heavy for this. Even if they were hollow, it would probably still been too heavy to hold position. So if I want it to sit like this, it's just not going to do it because it's just slowly going to slide down and slide down and slide down. So back here, I'm going to drill a 2.5 millimeter hole and tap it with an M3 and put an M3 6 or 14 grub screw in the back, and that'll lock into here, and I can adjust my tension and tightness on that. I can lock it into place or loosen it up however I want. So every single ball has been, the little tops were sanded down just a little bit, and every one of these Tenacious pieces were put on. Now the new version that I have has a hole in the top, because I recommend that you, when you go to put these on, take a little bit of dish soap or Windex or window cleaner, spray it on there and slap it on there as a lubricant, and the little hole will let out any air and also will let out any fluids. That stuff will dry. That's the reason why I'm not going to use oil, because oil doesn't dry and all it's going to do is track dirt, and I don't want a dirty joint. So let's go over the secondary mod that I did. That was this piece here. So the stock, it comes with a 8mm, 7mm hole. I changed it over to a 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, and then tapped it out to a M5. This piece actually fits right here in the leg, and it's a stationary part. It doesn't move. The only thing it moves is this calf, but this is what the calf attaches to. But I wanted screws. I didn't want to use the stock joint pins that come with it. Again, I wanted to be able to adjust the tension of how much movability. So you can see that one's loose. But if I take it and I tighten it down just a little bit on either side, it's not loose anymore. I can lock it into position. I can adjust the tightness of that joint by just turning it just a tiny bit. Same as the arm, I still got to drill a 2.5 millimeter hole and tap it with an M3. let's go over the parts that I'm using here. So instead of using the stock pins, which you could use the stock pins, but I didn't want to use the stock pins because I wanted to be able to adjust the tension of the articulation. So this model is fully articulated. The other guy that I have the models for, JR's, his is not articulated, but I still put these on because of this. The original screen used versions had a hex screw. It's not these exact same ones, but it had a hex screw, and you want to be kind of close. Now this is called a button head. So there's a button head on this side. These are M5s. This one here is a splined. I'm not sure what the name of the head is for that, but it's splined, and it also has the hex Allen wrench, and this is an M5. So I have those on both sides. I could have went with the buttons on both sides, but my buttons were not long enough to fit or reach the center of this. So I had to go with these, and I might switch them out to the buttons afterwards. But I'm still going to keep this one up here in front, this one. And there's a button in the back. On the arms, there is a headless M5, which is called a grub screw or a set screw, whichever way you want to call it. Because this is on the back side, you really don't see it, so I just put that back there, and then I put a button on this side. Again, if you're not getting tight enough and you're worried about breaking your model, you can always take a piece of rubber or O-ring or a washer, put it behind there, or some craft foam, cut a little circle, put a hole in it, and then adjust the tension that way. But this one here, again, this is a 60-40 mix, so I'm not really worried about it snapping. I can just tighten it down and then lock it into place, and again adjust where it's gonna hold at. Again, these are the mods I did to the Epic Props version. I will post a link to where you can get these in the description. Again, there's 3 different makers that make the chip hazard models, STLs. So you have Epic Prop, JR's, and I can't remember the other guys. It's W something. But if I find a link for his, I'll post it in the bottom as well. Again, this is why I went with pure Tenacious compared to the stock resin, and why it works and how good it works. Again, my name is Scott with Shoms Photography, and thank you for watching.